Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss about pointers and using pointers in C language. We have discussed earlier about the arrays, and it is basically going to work in combination with arrays. So pointers basically are the powerful features of C and C++ programming. But first we have to understand how the memory works. And let's suppose you have a variable in your program, and we have used this AND variable will give you the address in the memory, because when you do a scanf, AND variable provides you the address of that memory location where the variable has been stored. So let's look at this working example. See, we just include the libraries and all that. We define an integer variable 5 and printf. When you say variable only, what happens is that it gives you the value stored in the variable, right? But once you put an AND operator before variables, then what happens is it's provide you the address of the location in memory. Check out this. The result of this program gives you variable value which was 5, but the address of variable is this 2686778, the memory location. And this will, if you run this program onto your system, you might get a different address because of your operating system and all that. So this is the basics. You have to understand the concept of this using and the concept of the address and the data stored on that address. You have to distinguish between these two. Okay, now coming back to the pointers. After understanding the address locations and the data stored on that location, now we come back to the pointer. These are the special variables that are used to store the addresses rather than the values, the data. See, the syntax is int static p. Once you put an static, it becomes a pointer. This is how you declare a pointer p of type integer. You can also declare pointer in these ways, like if you move into int space static p1, ist space static space p2. These are all the ways we can declare a pointer. Okay, so we are in this example we are going to declare pointers int static p1 comma p2. So p1 is the pointer and p2 will be a normal variable. This is what you have to check. See, so if you declare like this, you will be declaring another example int static pc comma c. Here again pc will be the pointer and c is going to be a normal variable. Now let's put some values in it. C is equals to 5 and pc is equals to and c. What will happen? The contents of this variable c is 5 and the address of that memory location which is storing variable c value is assigned to this pointer pc. Remember this, in the previous given example we use static operator to get the value of things pointed by that pointer. You have to remember this. Okay, we continue further here, changing the value of pointed by the pointer. Let's see the same program with the variation. We have initialized, declared the pointer and a simple variable, then c was assigned 5 value and address of c was assigned to pc. Now we change the value of c, the contents of c, right? So it is giving you 1 output, and if you static pc, it also gives you 1 because the address of c is same. Let's take another example. Here you can see that pc is assigned 1, so when you get pc, it's going to give you output 1, and c, because it was what, 1, that is why it's giving you 1. because here you can see it was assigned one value. Another example, the two, we assigned a pointer and two variables C and D with the value of 5 and 15, and we can see that the value of static PC gives you 5 and static PC in the next line is minus 15, because here the address of D was assigned to pointer, right? So this is going to be a working example which I want you to copy from here and apply it on your IDE defc and get the output. I just want to let few things I want to tell you, that the address I'm showing you here in the output might not be same in your system, as I said earlier, so you have to check with that. So, right, so I want you to implement this before today's class. Okay, thank you.